Sabores.
The Spanish word for flavors. Ooh. From Quito to Miami, Chef Alejandra Espinoza is reshaping how the world sees Ecuadorian food. She trained in France, cooked in San Francisco, and now runs 3 groundbreaking restaurants. Somos here in Quito, Cotoa and Cotoita in Miami. The first Ecuadorian restaurant ever to be recognized by the Michelin Guide in Florida is her restaurant. Today I sit down with Chef Alejandra to talk about her journey, her food, and why Ecuadorian flavors matter on the global stage. I'm hungry. Let's go to the restaurant.
All this was amazing. 100 out of 100 in total.
And good morning, and welcome to another beautiful day here in Ecuador. Today we have a special guest. We are with Chef Alejandra Espinoza. Thank you so much for being here on the channel. This is really special for me because I've been following you on Instagram. I've been following you. You've done some interviews in Miami.
Yes.
I know about all of these different things that you've done, and I'm so excited to jump into some questions that I have. And I think everybody really wants to know, how many passports do you have?
For the moment, only one. I only have the Ecuadorian, but we're working on the American. But yeah, so far only the Ecuadorian, with a lot of stamps.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yes,
I believe it.
because I come here every 5 weeks.
Oh, every 5 weeks. Incredible.
Yes, it's
So-
a lot of travel.
You grew up in Ecuador.
Yes.
Until you were 16,
Yes.
and then you moved to France.
Yes.
How
So-
crazy is that?
My dad was a diplomat, a military diplomat, so the whole family moved there for 2 years, and then me and my brother stayed there, and I continued with my studies in culinary arts. And I was supposed to stay 4 years, but then I stayed 10 almost, but it was a great experience.
That's incredible to spend so much time there
I know.
and then study under some really famous chefs.
Yes,
Can you talk about that experience?
Yes, I studied at Paul Bocuse, so he's one of after Escoffier, the big creator of the modern cuisine that it's applied worldwide with his bases. And from that, many doors opened. So I was able to work at Guy Savoy, that is a 3 Michelin star chef that works in Paris and has restaurants all over the world. And Alain Ducasse, who also is very well known, not only in France, but also worldwide. And I will say those were my biggest mentors. And yeah, it was tough, but I feel like now it has helped me to have the eye to do things to the next level.
So what is something that you learned from those 3 chefs? I mean, Michelin star chefs in France, the heart of food.
That
What
is
did you learn?
never good enough, you know? You will be doing something and they'll be like, no, you can do better. And you're like, really? So it pushes you to wait, what? To change your eye to you thought it was good, but for them, it's not good enough. So you need to keep pushing every day that you have a different eye to see things and you want them to be in a certain way. I will say it teaches you a lot of discipline for you to be successful, because at the end of the day you need discipline and good bases, and I think I got that from France.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt this video
Okay.
because we have food at our table, and I want to explain this food as we talk to the chef.
It's
Alejandra
incredible.
Espinoza. Is it working?
Amazing. I bet it's working.
All right, Moses, you have your drink here.
Amazing.
It has a flower in it. What does it taste like?
It tastes like amazingness.
It tastes like amazingness. And then we have some ceviche here. This is a ceviche special here in
Amazing
Somos.
ceviche.
You can only get it here. Oh wait, no. You can also get it in Miami, which is pretty cool.
Amazing.
And then we have these delicious empanadas. And oh my goodness, we have the salsa, we have drinks, we have everything that we need. And we have the carta, the menu here that we're going to take a look at soon. And let's try the empanadas first. And then let's get back to Chef Alejandra. Okay, which one would you like?
I could have this one.
That one? All right, try half of it. There you go.
Okay.
I'm going to eat the rest of this one.
I'm gonna dip it in.
Go ahead. And this one has a shrimp inside of it. It's crocante. And this is made with the plantain. So it's not like a typical empanada that's made with harina. This is made with plantain. Oh my goodness. It's so incredibly good. How's yours?
Amazing.
Yeah? What's
I love
inside of
it.
it? Shrimp?
Yeah, shrimp. I think.
How about you, Elise? Speechless. This is absolutely incredible. And just look at how the table is set up. Look at everything that they have here that they put it in. It is absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to try some of your drink. Oh, that is delicious. Refreshing. Has some cacao in it. And it's an Ecuadorian drink. All of their different drinks here are from Ecuador. All right, let's jump back to our chef. And one thing about those chefs too that I was learning is that they really care about family. So
Yes.
their restaurant is a family.
Yes.
Do you think that that's something that you've done here at Somos?
I wish I could have my family more involved, but yes, my husband is fully involved with the restaurant. When we opened here in Quito, he helped us launch it for a year. He's not a chef, he's not in hospitality, he's a civil engineer who loves to eat and who's in love with Ecuador and follow me on my vision to bring Ecuadorian food to the world. We moved here. After France, we moved to the US for 4 years. And after that, we came to Quito to start Somos.
Wow. And in the United States, when you first moved there, where were you? On the West Coast?
I was in San Francisco. I was supposed to be in San Francisco for a week, and then I met my husband and stayed for 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Life is unexpected, and San Francisco also taught me how to not be scared of pushing on ideas. Because I feel I got to San Francisco in 2014 when a lot of things were blooming. And like every day was good, you know, I was like, oh, I have this, okay, go for it, do it. And there was, so it took me out of my comfort zone of like, oh, maybe I will work somewhere to I will start something and push so it works, you know?
Okay, I'm going to interrupt for just a second to show you around the entrance and the restaurant. So you come in and you have this beautiful little shop with all artisanal things from here in Ecuador. Very, very beautiful shop to come through. You have these stairs that there's more seating upstairs. And then you're greeted by this beautiful oven, which is where my food is going to come out of pretty soon. Wood burning oven, beautiful. And then you have somebody to welcome you right here. And you come through, and what I really love is that you have this open kitchen right here. And the open kitchen, you can just see so many people working right through here, doing all of the food for all the people here in the restaurant. How cool is that? And you've got a little Ecuadorian guinea pig, of course. Then you come through and you can see where everybody is sitting right here, all the beautiful tables, everything handmade here in Ecuador. The plates and the silverware and everything is just so incredibly beautiful here too. You have the chef that's right over here. Everything gets approved by that chef. And then as you come through, you get to the bar area. So here's the bar area. Look at this beautiful painting all along this wall here. Absolutely incredible. Ecuadorian born, globally inspired. That's what this is. It's a new taste in how you should taste Ecuadorian food, and it is absolutely delicious. You have the bar, and then as you look back, you can see my light, but you can also see all the art. I did a video with Danielle, and he is the artist for all these different art pieces on the first floor. And then as you go through, and we go through and see everybody enjoying life, enjoying the food, and talking to each other, you get to this other part, and this is the cave. So there's some bathrooms here, and then there's this cave part. And down here, there's these special events that you can do down here. And I'm hoping to come to one with Moses soon and show him the typical dances, and different artists come in and they show their art and how they do it. And what a cool thing. It's not just food, but it's also, you can learn how to cook. It's an experience here at Somos. What an incredible place to come in and eat. And Elise already said, for my birthday, which isn't till the end of April, I want to come here. Incredible. All right, back to the interview. In one of the recent interviews that you did in Miami, you talked about how food is an art, but not all art needs to be, you have art and then you run out of money. It
Yes.
needs to be sustainable. How do you do that?
You need to plan, but you cannot plan everything. But you also need to be smart with the money that you have and start small and grow progressively. I will say that that's one of the biggest things. You want to start big and pretentious sometimes. For us, when we started Somos, we opened with 5 tables, and it was not finished. Because we were like, we need to open. Also that, like if you wait to be ready, you never open. We weren't ready.
Yep.
Like our systems crashed like for a week. The team was not ready. It was really, and you can feel like, okay, I'm gonna close, this is not working.
Yep.
But then there's those who keep pushing.
Yep.
And we never stopped pushing, even after the pandemic, even after the many things that happened within a restaurant. And I feel like that's been the force for the vision to keep going.
That's incredible. Because you started, I think, in March of 2019.
Yes.
And then the pandemic hit a few months after you opened.
Yeah, it hit like 10 months after. It was rough. It was rough because we had 33 employees at that time. And in Ecuador, you put them on salary, on nomina, and they are your responsibility, but we were in a situation that was impossible.
Yeah.
So it was a really tough moment. Try to balance how to keep the business afloat, how to keep our team with us, and how to survive ourselves as a family, because I also gave birth to my first baby on March 2020.
One of my drinks are these, and the other one is this.
There you go.
Super fancy and super good.
You had an interview recently too where you talked just about that, where you said you knock on, I think, 20 doors and
Yes.
it takes the 21st door for them to open.
It was really hard in Miami when we opened Cotoa because there's no such thing as Ecuadorian food outside Ecuador. So if you're not Ecuadorian, they're like, no, they don't. Unfortunately, the world has not known where even Ecuador is located.
I know.
So I'm like, let's start with the map. So in Cotoa, in Miami, we actually show them in the map where Ecuador is.
Oh.
And they're like, oh, and I'm like,
And there's direct flights from Miami to
Exactly.
Quito. Yep.
So for me, it's an opportunity to showcase the country, our culture, in every single dish. That's my voice. And, I put salprieta in my ceviches, and I'm like, salprieta comes from this region, Manaví. And I put some culture into every single bite, so they want more.
That's
okay,
incredible.
now tell me from the highlands, tell me from the jungle.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity that we create in every single reservation our clients come.
All right, now we're back. Brief break. I know you want to keep listening to our interview and our talk, but Moses is grabbing this ceviche and really wants to try it. He loves ceviche. This is Ecuadorian ceviche, and it's super healthy. I saw them actually make it and cut it off, and they use these little pinchers in order to put all these little delicate pieces together. The president was just here a couple of weeks ago eating food at Somos. How cool is that? We're eating the same food as the president of Ecuador. How is it? All right, back to the
It's
interview.
amazing.
I want to try some.
You have a different style to Ecuadorian food.
Yes.
And can you talk about how that is? Because you have the influence from France, United States, and Ecuador, where you grew up.
Yes. So, Ecuadorian born, globally inspired. I never wanted to be close to, I need to do this like this. I'm like, I've had the opportunity to travel, to live abroad. So let's put all that with our culture, our flavors, and create our own voice of food. Yeah. So I will say our food does not lose the essence of being Ecuadorian, because I have Ecuadorians in Miami who cry eating a numita, but it's served in a shape of a cornbread because it's easier to understand that if I put it in the leaf. You will like, that is kind of,
Oh, interesting.
So my thoughts are always like, how can I make a product that's not too far away from what you know, but you still feel connected and you still explore Ecuador? That is how I create my dishes.
That is incredible. And I was looking at the location on the map, and your place in Miami, Cotoa,
yes, Cotoa,
is between Taco Bell,
yes,
McDonald's, and
Haitian
Guatemala.
Pizza. Yes. I love where we are because it's very diverse, and it's like, there's the Spanish Iran bistro, then there's the Haitian pizza with oxtail, and there's the Ecuadorian, and then there's the Taco Bell and the McDonald's. So it's a melting pot of everything. It's amazing. I love where we are because that diversity also inspires us to create new things.
Yeah. Yep. And it's more of a family atmosphere, right?
Yes.
Here and there. So we're in Quito right now. We're talking about Miami, but there's a location in Miami, on the north side of Miami, and also where they have the new Brightline train.
Yes.
You can pick up some fast food that's really healthy and Ecuadorian.
Yes. So we started Cotoita, which is the derivative of Cotoa, because we had a lot of demand for clients that wanted food to go. And Cotoa really tried to put this ceviche in a box and be like, have the experience. The flavor will be good, but I feel we lose the essence of what we want to provide. So Cotoita was born to be able to provide a fast food that it's nutritional, that it's delicious, and that you can eat every day because it's something that your body craves for more.
Yeah, incredible.
So you can create your own bowl. You choose your ancestral rice with quinoa, and then or salad, and then you can choose seco de pollo, seco de chivo, hornado, menestra, camarones encocados.
When I first had seco de chivo, seco de pollo, I thought it was this dry dish.
I know.
It's the opposite of a dry dish, right?
Yes, it's completely wet. It has a lot of sauce. We have that problem because clients come like, seco is like, no. And I'm like, try it.
Yep.
So the day the Brightline opened, we were among other concepts. So pizzeria, taco, a lot of concepts that people know. Yep. So you know what a taco is, you know what a pizza is, you know what a sushi is. Yep. But Ecuadorian, they were like, I don't know. So we didn't have that much people. We were like alone. Yeah. So we started sampling clients. Okay, sample a little piece of pan de yuca, a little some seco de pollo, like the strip malls where you have the Chinese restaurant giving you. We were doing that every single day.
That's the reason I go to Costco.
Yeah. I love that too. And 2 weeks after, we have lines. And even now we have lines because clients appreciate quality of ingredients, quality of food, and the fact that they are eating a meal and not like fast food or other things.
And it started with a couple of tables here in Quito and a dream.
Yes.
And it didn't go well.
No.
And I think that a lot of entrepreneurs that are watching these videos, they are in the same boat.
Yes.
And they're struggling right now.
Yes.
And they don't see the push that you have to give in order to really get something going. They just see this.
Exactly. They have to, you have to keep going because this was not this when we started. And you have to listen to your customer, but also because when we started Somos, there was a lot of rejection from locals to be like, this is not the ceviche you eat in the coast, or this is not the pork that and I'm like, we're not trying to do that. We just want to express our own voice of Ecuadorian food. Yep. So it was rough. I will say the first year was hard, and there were many times where I was like, Signo, we should just move back to the US, and but there was something inside that was like, keep going, and after years, you just start getting like ways to find your way through.
And that's not easy.
It's
not easy. You can say it right now, but that is not easy.
Even Cotoita, imagine after 2 weeks I'll be like, nobody comes, or I was waiting there for my clients to come. I will be closed.
Yep. Exactly.
Cotoita will be closed if we didn't push on making everybody that came through there try our food. Well, I am a very like, okay, this cannot not work. You know? This has to work. Okay, everybody think with me and we're gonna make it work. So that's how I also get my teams involved, because I feel like 10 minds think better than once. Okay, you need to help me. You know, it's not optional. Give me 10 ideas for a new ceviche. You know, like things.
And when I walked in here, well, I also opened the door for you.
Yes, so I was like,
I guess
welcome to.
But everyone is so kind here. You walk in and you feel like you're a part of a family. And that's, I think, the experience that you get when you come here to Somos in Ecuador. Is that the same in Miami
Same
too?
in Miami. So, and I feel that's the reflection of how they feel within the restaurant, within the project. We take really good care of our teams. That's our number one customer. And with that, I am sure that they will take care of our customers.
Exactly.
So we invest a lot in their education, in their future. We have many stories, like our dishwasher is now getting his engineering degree.
Wow.
And he's a line cook.
Oh, that's amazing.
Or our cashier is now the person that receives you heavy. He handles the whole restaurant. So if you want to grow with us, please, and we will support you in that roadmap for you to be whatever you want to be.
Wow,
There's no limit.
Incredible.
There's no limit.
That is incredible. So the other thing is, like, how many women are doing this and opening restaurants in Miami, in Ecuador? Is this kind of like paving the way for women in Ecuadorian?
I want to be that example, but it's tough. I will say I've met a lot of women entrepreneurs, not only here, but in Miami and abroad. And there's a point in the life of a woman where you have to choose if you are not supported. So I'm very lucky because my husband is like, it's okay, I will stay with the kids and I will support, you know? But if I didn't have that, and he was like, I don't want you to stay working late night, I don't want you to travel. I mean, if you do not get that, or from your family, like we had a lot of female chefs that do not last more than 2 months because their boyfriend, the husband, or the family are like, you cannot work late. You cannot work on the weekends, and they don't like that. And there's a point where they have to choose their career or their personal lives. And unfortunately, I will say on a 90% or 95%, they always go with their personal life and not their professional.
Yeah, I can relate because my wife also works. She's going to Argentina later today and gone for the week. And then I'm with our son, Moses. And I think it's an opportunity for me to be with Moses.
And to connect.
She would love to be here.
Yes, right? And for you to create that special link with your son. And my husband does the same. So no, I'm very, very grateful for the support I've gotten, because I wouldn't be where I am without that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And also, something happened recently where you are now a UN ambassador for Ecuadorian gastronomy. Yes.
We had the Secretary General coming 2 years ago almost to Ecuador, and in one night we displayed Ecuador in the table. I told him all of my vision and everything that I'm doing, and he was very surprised and like, wow. And like 3 months after, his office contacted me and he's like, he wants you to come to Madrid and he wants to give you this special like honor.
Oh, that's
me too, I was like that. I was like, what? I didn't realize at that point, but he believed that what I'm doing, it's not only a way that I'm promoting my restaurant, but it's also a way for me to express that Ecuador is amazing, and that could be a voice that many other countries can replicate, because gastronomy can be a road for success for a country.
Yeah, it's a way of uniting people.
Exactly.
I'm a Christian, and you look in the Bible and you see Jesus. Jesus always had food around him.
Yes, and
anytime
sharing.
he was with people.
Yes, yes.
It is a way to share your culture, because I think food is the culture. It kind of makes it up. And then it's a way of forming new relationships
and to
with other people.
connect, and to relax, and to actually open yourself up, you know?
Exactly.
Like, okay, let go of whatever you were having in the 2 minutes before, be here, and I feel a meal is the best way to connect.
I agree. So you have this beautiful restaurant right now,
Yes.
and my family is waiting upstairs to eat some of your delicious food that you have.
Yes.
One thing I wanted to mention too, before you talk about how people can find your restaurants
Yes.
and your new projects and things like that, is you've been mentioned, you're the only one Ecuadorian in Florida in the Michelin Guide.
Yes.
How incredible is that for Ecuador
Yeah.
in general, the whole entire country?
Yes.
And how does that make you feel?
It's incredible. I was so excited, not for me, but for Ecuador. You know, I always feel like it's not that of course I want my businesses to be successful, but I believe that everything that comes along with my purveyors, my staff, my teams, like I see their faces in every single accomplishment that I get. I feel it's a big responsibility, but it made me so happy because I was like, this will open the doors. Like if another Ecuadorian chef wants to open something, there's a point of reference. There was none.
Yep.
Like we did not exist. So now it's like, oh yeah, we know Cotoa. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Yep.
So yeah, Cotoa was the first Ecuadorian restaurant to be in a Michelin Guide, not only in the US or Florida, in the world. Because there's other Ecuadorian chefs that have other type of concepts that have been in the Michelin Guide, but not an Ecuadorian restaurant.
Wow.
The category not even existed.
Wow.
They wanted to put me Latin food, and I was like, no, you're going to put Ecuadorian because
Yes.
we are Latin, but
Yep.
this is more specific
Yep.
than that.
That's awesome.
And even in Resi, Open Table, all of these platforms, I'm like, you put Ecuadorian. You
Yep.
don't put
Yes,
So
exactly.
we have Ecuadorian now.
That is incredible.
Yes, I'm
Wow.
so proud. I'm like, Ecuadorian.
That's so cool.
Yes.
And there are so many people that are watching from Rome, Spain, all over the world right now at this video. And I hope you leave a comment for her because you see all of this right now, but she really put in her time and effort to get to this place. And now is an ambassador, is sharing gastronomy with the world and sharing Ecuadorian cuisine.
Yeah.
You have a new book with recipes,
Yeah,
right?
we're working on it. I hope it will be released this January. It will be a combination of the 7 years of Somos and the Cotoa. So yeah, you can take a little piece of us everywhere you go.
That's incredible.
Yes.
And I think it'll be on Amazon and things
Yes.
like that for people to
Yes.
purchase.
We also want to do a tour of Somos next year in some strategic cities around the US and the Europe, and we will promote the book and I'm working on a repertoire of Ecuadorian dishes that we want to export to the world.
Oh, amazing.
Because Peru was very smart on how they sold themselves to the world. It's like, you know, when you go to a Peruvian restaurant, you have your pisco, you have your ceviche, you have your lomo saltado, and your causa. You know, you have like certain dishes that everybody, if you ask, they know it's Peruvian. And I want to create the same for Ecuador because we cannot promote all of our dishes. We need to be realistic.
Exactly.
But what can we promote that actually will work and that will stay in the mind of the consumer and be like, I want more of that.
Exactly.
But we need to be consistent. So I want to be like, okay, let's do 5, and then we do it and we keep going. Not only me, but with other restaurants. I want them, okay, you have to have pan de yuca, you have to have this. So we all have the same things in our own expression, of course.
Yep.
But it's the same offer that everybody relates that it's Ecuadorian.
Wow, that's incredible. If you need somebody to help promote it,
Yes,
I'm here.
yes.
I will come to France with you and all over the world.
Done.
That
Kevin,
sounds
write it down. Write down this moment.
No, what are the projects that you have coming up, and how
Yes.
can people find you here in Quito online? And your book coming out will be on
Yes.
Amazon and things like that. In Miami, you have a lot going on.
Yes,
This is incredible.
and I have 2 kids, 2 and 5. Yes, it's a lot. My mom is like, I don't know how you do it. My husband is, I'm like, I just keep pushing. And also, I love what I do. I love it. It's not like I wake up and I'm like, I have to go to work. I actually wake up and I want to go to the restaurants because I'm so excited about everything that's coming up. So in Quito, you can find us in Eloy Alfaro in Portugal. The restaurant is open Monday to Sunday, lunch and dinner.
Yep, right next to Parque Metropolitano.
Yes.
So I usually go up there to go biking.
Yes.
How great is it to come
Now
here for
you're-
a beautiful restaurant experience too?
Exactly.
And there's dances, there's different experiences you can do here.
So we create an experience downstairs. It's La Cava de Somos. We promote art and culture and food. And there's traditional dances that we have on Saturdays where you can have a tasting menu. You know, like the Moulin Rouge in Paris?
Yes.
We want to do ours here, but
Wow.
with our culture.
Cool.
That everybody's like, I want more, I want to see, I want to dance, in a way that it's to the level that I want Ecuador to be seen in the world. And then in Miami, you can find us in Cotoa or Cotoita. Cotoa is in North Miami. You can find us on Cotoa.rest. There's all
Right
of
next to the Taco Bell and
yes,
McDonald's.
Yes, you cannot lose yourself. There's like a Taco Bell in front of us.
That's the United States. I'm
Exactly.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You have the choice. Cotoa. Yes.
Yes.
And then Cotoita is in the Bright Line station. So it's the train that connects Miami with Orlando. You cannot lose us.
Yep.
You will see us. There's a huge banana there, and you can smell the seco de pollo and seco de chivo, and you'll be like, okay, Cotoita is there.
Incredible.
And then we're working, as I mentioned, on the book that will be available on Amazon in January in both of the restaurants. And we're planning to expand Cotoita to many other cities. So we'll see next year where we land, but there's opportunities open.
Wow. So this has only been 7 years of your restaurant open.
Yes.
I can't wait to see what happens in 7 more years
Yes,
and where you are.
me neither. I'm very excited. I'm
I
very
am too.
excited. Now we are 70 people that work in this project here and in the US. And I feel we can do anything we set ourselves the goal to do it. And I told them, because we did a manager's retreat, nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
Nothing. If we work hard and we have the route, we will go.
That is absolutely true, and that's why you have so many workers going on to continued education,
Yes.
and you're inspiring them not only to work here,
Yeah.
but to do big things in the world. How cool is that?
Yes.
Thank you so much for this
My
time together.
pleasure.
This was incredible.
Thank
I
you.
wish you all the best in the future.
Thank
and
you.
if you want to find her, her name is right up here on Instagram. You can follow her, and all of the information is right below. You can follow me too, Gringory Latino, but I'm not as important as she is. This was incredible. Thank you so much for this time together,
Thank
and I
you.
can't wait now to eat some of your food.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. But for now, ciao, pescado.